Brighten up those already bright mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lekter. Mornings at the cabin.
Somewhat gray morning this morning. Not so bright. Wheeler, Ollie, Lekter with you on your Wednesday morning. It's day one of Cabin Radio's slow pitch season.
So excited.
I am not. This is not a good start.
That's fine. We'll play through the weather.
I don't want to.
You got to.
I will play slow pitch only when the sun shines.
Obviously, it's a shortened season this season anyway. You know, we've got about 2 weeks before all supplies in Yellowknife are exhausted, and everybody has no food with which to supply their slow pitch team.
I went out last night. I did a shop.
Me too.
I did. I felt silly, but I got some stuff that like essentials, right? I stocked up on the essentials because those are the things that are going to run out first.
I spent $400 on food last night.
I spent also upwards of $400, and then $89 on dog food because my dog is spoiled.
How much of that was pickled herring?
Nope.
None of it because I already have a substantial supply,
okay,
and it doesn't perish easily.
Don't get overconfident.
It does not perish at all, easily or not at all.
It's the best. I just thought that wildfire, northern Alberta, it's relatively large. It's not huge yet, but it jumped the highway last night.
200 hectares.
Yeah, I thought, better be safe than sorry here.
Yeah.
Like, if that road's out for a while, let's have some food in the house.
Absolutely. Let's leave things burning at campsites here, so we could move that away from the highway.
You're still a smidge angry about that one.
I am incredibly angry about that.
Smoldering.
And other people are too, because I mean, like CBC did an article on it. They did an Insta post on it.
But it's the way you anger. It's just
I know.
You have a certain
want to rip someone's face off.
Je ne sais quoi to your anger.
Je ne sais quoi. I don't know what that means.
Mornings at the cabin, the podcast.
Wheeler and Lekter with you on a somewhat warm, crisp kind of. It's not really that warm. It's crisp. It's crisp outside, and there's rain.
It's drizzly.
It's drizzly is what it is. Yeah, it's Little Wayne-y. It's drizzy. No, that's Drake. Never mind. I'm not up on my rap.
You exposed yourself.
I did. And you don't want me exposing myself.
No.
Mornings at the cabin. We were talking about the highway being closed, and we're not sure. I mean, Ollie's been on it. I think he's been up all night.
I don't think he slept yet.
I don't think he slept in 4 days.
Nor will he
until the fire is out. Hopefully this rain is on the south side of the lake as well. I don't think it is. It's very, very dry. I would actually appreciate more rain. I don't want it to rain all day. Like, I want to play ball later, but I mean, I would appreciate a ton of rain.
Let's see here. Hay River, Environment Canada.
That's not Hay River. No, we're talking about the border.
We're talking about the border.
The border.
The border.
All right. Well, Lekter
Environment Canada.
That does have an effect. I mean, people were posting about it yesterday, and just kind of offhand remarks in our group chat saying like, let's just stock up on some stuff, and we did. I went out last night and I stocked up on some stuff. I went to M&M. I went to the Independent. Got some dog food. We're hunkered down.
Go to Co-op too, just to round it out? No. Okay.
Co-op I like Co-op, but sometimes.
But you're not a member.
I am a member.
You are a member.
Well,
Why don't you go?
Well, my mom is.
Well, then.
So I just use her thing. Because sometimes, like, the Co-op doesn't always have the stuff I like.
Then. Okay.
Co-op doesn't always have the stuff I like. The coffee I like to drink, Co-op doesn't always have it. Or if they do, they charge like $9 for it. Like, there's certain differences. Like, I really like Co-op, but like every once in a while you go there and it's like, well, at Independent, this is $4. Why is it $9 here? You know what I'm saying? Oh, for God's sake.
So are we crossing them off the list of potential sponsors for the
No,
morning show?
I was saying I like the Co-op. I'm just saying that sometimes I have to go to the other place to get the stuff that I want.
Just don't have the coffee.
Just writing them on the board here underneath McDonald's.
They have a very good meat department. They have a very good meat department. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that's something. Yeah.
I love the Co-op. I shop at the Co-op. I'm a complete convert. I used to, like, when I got
the... Okay, guys, we don't have a deal hanging in the balance.
No. I've got to rescue this, Scott.
No, anytime I get my honest opinion about something, he does that.
Restoring balance and neutrality to the world since 1984.
Why do we have to be neutral? You have to be neutral. I don't have to be neutral.
I don't have to be neutral. I just told you I like shopping at the Co-op. That's the least neutral thing I could possibly say in the circumstances.
Breaking news, Cabin Radio picks favorite superstore.
So none of us have
So far, nobody said Lulu's. Scott?
I love Lulu's. Don't get me wrong. I love Lulu's.
I also love Lulu's. That Ollie is currently down on one knee as though it looks like he's about to propose.
Everybody take a knee. The coach is about to say,
running out the clock on this break.
You know what? That's not the worst idea we've ever had.
Oh, for God's sake, I had a topic and you guys just ruined it.
All right, go ahead.
No, it's fine.
No,
Talk about how much you love the co-op.
Well, the only thing like I could do without that lobster tank, like that brings me down.
Fair
but
enough.
other than that, I just find that they've got a whole bunch of really nice cheese.
They do have great cheese.
Nice cheese.
Straight
And
up.
I like their fruits and veggie section as well.
Yeah, I'll buy that. I'll buy that. Lulu's. I love Lulu's. I mean, like, it's just not the store I go to for all my
Lulu's,
necessities.
They don't have the coffee you like.
They don't have the coffee I like. Also, the olive oil they have is $40.
Well, Lulu's is very much for treats. Yeah,
Yes,
like
it
Lulu's is one nice thing.
Oh, I'm sure there are
Lulu's.
families in Yellowknife that are like, well, that's my exclusive grocery store. And I'm like, oh, that's great.
They live at Grace Lake.
They live at Grace Lake. No, probably not, because they can't afford expensive groceries when they have a $1.4 million house. But I mean, this harkens back. Unfortunately, it's due to a fire, but this harkens back to old Yellowknife before the bridge. During breakup and freeze up, you would have maybe a couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks, where the trucks can get across, and you would have to stock up. You'd have to stock up because they'd run short on butter and milk and most of the necessities, most of the essentials.
Right.
So I stocked up on the essentials. I also got a few treats. I got my favorite thing from the independent grocery store.
What's that?
Look at the size of he's making with his
Like
hands.
this.
We don't
It's
even know what it
huge.
is yet.
Yeah.
It's huge.
A bag of popcorn.
Oh, for God's sake!
It's the organic President's Choice salted popcorn. It's this big. It's $5.
It's this big on radio.
It's this big on radio. On radio it looks very small.
What's it called again? Like
it's like organic.
That's all.
popcorn.
Oh,
that's
that's
it.
not a very
It's just like in
catchy
a
name.
white. It's President's Choice. It's not like going to be like President's Choice, fantabulous contraption of popcorn.
like current President's Choice, because that would be just the best popcorn you ever had. The best.
the best.
Huge.
Huge
You've never
kernels,
seen popcorn like this.
Huge flavor, cheddar cheese.
flavor.
But no, that's my favorite thing, and I bring it home. Every time I bring it home, Phoenix is like, "You brought another bag of popcorn." I'm like, "Yeah, it's so good. I can't make popcorn this good."
It's like, could you just go to a movie and bring home the leftovers?
Okay, now
it's
you know
fine.
what? I'm sorry, but the Capitol Theater has the worst popcorn in the world. Cross them off the list.
That's about, yeah.
They're never going to advertise anyway. They're never going to advertise anyway. We could call them up right now and be like, "Hey, listen, we're trying to give some kids that are their last wish is to go to a movie. Could you?" No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Poor kid.
But he doesn't advertise. So, I mean, I'm not at risk of anything. But they have terrible popcorn. They have terrible popcorn. So I buy the big bag. It's literally the size of a small child, and it's delicious. So that's what I stocked
All right,
up
take a
on.
knee again. Let's run out the clock.
That's right. All right. You know what? You guys have anything better?
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast. Hey, it was early. What do you want from us?
Just got something in my Facebook memories. Took us all the way back to the first video we did with Cabin Radio. Now, we've done hundreds of videos at this point. We're 2 years into it.
How many videos have we done? You have a rough count of that?
I was wondering
Just
that
said
when he said that.
hundreds. God.
A little less rough.
I'll go and count. You carry on talking.
Oh, for God's sake. It's like at least 100. Anyway, so even before we were up on the stream, we started doing videos around town, and the first one we did was during the just before the Stanley Cup playoffs in 27 or Stanley Cup Finals in 2017 between the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Nashville Predators.
Ah, yes.
That's right.
I
And
recall.
you and I had a little interview with Paul Cook, who does analytics for the Predators.
Former Yellowknifer.
Former Yellowknifer.
Yeah.
And that was our first video, and we were just taking a look at that, and that was May 29th, 2017.
That was from an arguably actual cabin where we conducted that
That's
interview.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where Ollie
Down
was
in
staying.
Old Town.
Where Ollie was living at the time. I just hiccuped. Professionalism.
Great.
Goodness.
All right, right? What happened there?
Do you need a moment?
I do.
Okay. That's nice.
Okay, we're good. So yeah, that was kind of cool. I always love it when the memories pop up from the stuff that we've done, rather than just embarrassing posts that I've made, in the middle of the night
Oh, like on
Facebook.
like CTV Calgary's Facebook page.
It's
or something
Global
like that.
Edmonton.
Yeah, it's Global
Yeah,
Edmonton's
Sorry.
Facebook page, and those aren't
Yeah.
embarrassing. Those are serving that justice.
That's right.
So if you haven't seen that, you can go into our videos on Cabin Radio NWT
Scroll
Facebook page.
way back.
Scroll all the way down, and find that. It's only 8 minutes long. We had a great talk with them too.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Actually, I think we talked with him for about 17 minutes, and Ollie cut it
Edited
into
it.
something
Judiciously edited.
digestible.
That's right. A digestible 8.5 minutes.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
Yeah.
So That's not what I wanted to talk about.
No.
I wanted to talk about bandwagon jumping, actually, because obviously across the country now, I mean, this might be one of the first times where a Toronto team. Well, this is not true. Baseball is the other sport, but if this happened in hockey, the Maple Leafs would not be Canada's team. Like the entire, but because there's only one Canadian team in the NBA, and at the time there were only 2 Canadian teams in the Major League Baseball.
Right.
That like Toronto Blue Jays became Canada's team. The Raptors doing very much the same thing. Like they're in Vancouver, they're setting up a Jurassic Park West.
Oh, are they?
Around other parts of Toronto, they're setting up Jurassic Park for people to watch and stuff like that. People are very, very excited, and the finals get going tomorrow night, and then we'll take something like a month to finish if they go Game 7. The only thing I don't like about the NBA playoffs, so they play Thursday, Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Thursday. Like they take 2 days off between each game.
Oh, it's the same with the Stanley Cup Finals.
Is
too.
it? They do that now?
They're
just trot right out. Eh?
Oh yeah. So yeah. Game 1 was Monday.
Yeah. Game 2's tonight, isn't it?
Game 2 is today. So that's a normal schedule.
Yeah.
Game 3 is Saturday. So taking an extra day there. But hockey night in Canada kind of makes sense. Game 4 is Monday, and then Game 5 is Thursday.
Yeah. But jumping on this bandwagon feels a little less egregious because bandwagon jumping in most sports is kind of looked down upon.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, you've only been a fan since then. Like, it really shouldn't matter when you become a fan. Like, if you only become a fan because they're winning, it doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't.
Of course, it does.
Okay, it does.
Come on, now.
It does.
You don't want me to call myself a diehard Toronto Raptors fan right now.
I mean, if you are, though, if you become one, then go for it.
I might feel like I am because I'm getting swept up in the emotion and, what's going on. But, if Mike's here right now, Mike Gibbons, biggest Toronto Raptors fan in the North, if he's here and I'm like, man, Mike, I'm so excited about this Raptors game tonight. Oh, I can't wait. I just, I'm just going to cry if they don't win tonight.
There's nothing wrong
He would
with
be
that.
like, shut up. Get out of here.
Shut your mouth.
You just started caring 2 weeks ago.
You terrible person.
Pretty much.
I've cared for 25 years.
That's right.
Okay, but how do people become fans then? The reason I'm a Montreal Canadiens fan is because when I was 4, I watched Patrick Roy win the Stanley Cup with Montreal against Calgary. That's one of my earliest memories of watching hockey is that. And ever since then, I've been a Montreal Canadiens fan.
Phony.
You phony. You just jumping on the bandwagon when they're winning.
Not like me. I've been a Vegas fan since they started.
That's right.
From the beginning.
From the beginning. Ever since I got this sweater.
You're legit, Ollie.
That's right.
Legit Vegas
OG.
Golden Knights fan.
354, by the way.
300. I told you.
That's how many videos we've made.
Videos.
That's actually, now that I see that figure, no wonder I'm slightly tired.
And the lack of sleep from covering the Firestorm.
And
of course, yeah.
Okay, so what I was saying, though, is that this bandwagon jumping seems a little less egregious because it's the first time. It's the first time a basketball team from Canada has made the NBA Finals. So, if you want to jump on that bandwagon, go for it. The country needs you.
Well, it's the first time, and like you said, they are Canada's only professional basketball franchise. So it's not necessarily, like when the NHL playoffs start and say only 3 Canadian teams make it, and then the fans of other Canadian teams, they kind of have it put upon themselves to be like, well, we have to choose a Canadian team to cheer for because we're in Canada.
And it's always a moot point because American teams have just as many Canadian players as they do. Like right now, St. Louis is, I think, 16 Canadian players.
Yeah.
Boston has 4. So
and nobody cares about either of them.
That's right. So if you are maybe hesitating jumping on that Raptors bandwagon because of the way, so-called real fans make you feel, jump on the bandwagon.
Absolutely.
Grab a jersey, grab a ball, grab a hoop. And get out there and support
rhythmic gymnastics.
Support your local rhythmic gymnastics team.
And start swishing away.
That's
and
right.
Dunking.
Dunking.
Dribble around.
3 points.
Oh, that kind of ball and hoop.
Yeah, that's right. Dunk, hoop, hoop.
Not ribbon and club?
Not ribbon and club.
Remember that time at trivia that there was a rhythmic gymnastics multiple choice question,
and I just
got back from doing the play-by-play on that sport at Rio 2016,
and we got it wrong.
You tried to convince me that I had the wrong answer,
and you did. I remember it was wrong. No, I remember it was wrong.
Nice try.
I got it right.
You just didn't.
So don't worry about jumping on this bandwagon. This bandwagon is looking for as many people as possible.
All aboard.
Not like you bandwagoners from 2015 for the Blue Jays. You can rot.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast was recorded before a sort of live, thankfully not in the studio, audience.
Who wants to be slightly healthier than they are now anyway?
Sure.
Yeah, I'd vote for that. Depends on the amount of effort required. Conveniently, a minimal effort device has emerged over the overcast and slightly soggy horizon this morning, and it is entitled Carrot Rewards. And this is an app whereby you download it, you answer, like, if we're honest, pretty basic health questions, and you take steps, and there's a few challenges on there. And by doing so, you earn rewards points, and you get a little bit healthier, and you get fun stuff, which is great. You can't really ask for more than that. Alana and Joey from the GNWT are back in the studio to tell us a little bit more about it. Alana, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so today, big announcement today. What's going on?
Well, I'll let Joey tell you the big news.
Okay.
I just wanted to tell you a bit more about those rewards you can earn first.
Go for it.
Because every day when you answer those quizzes and you take those steps, you can earn different kinds of rewards depending on your loyalty provider of choice. Like RBC Rewards is a popular one for a lot of people. Aurora Rewards is Canadian North's rewards point program. And they're adding stuff all the time that's relevant to NWT residents. Like if you're up in Inuvik, you could get groceries from the Stanton chain of grocers. They're adding a thing soon for donating your points to Folk on the Rocks. If you want to help fly more artists up to our festivals, you can get gift cards from a bunch of these players. And if you want to do Petra points, you can just fill your tank. So anyway, those are the kinds of points you can win with your quizzes and steps.
Okay, and today, drum roll, big announcement, Joey.
Today's the big launch. Today is being officially launched at the Legislative Assembly, so come on by at 11 o'clock. If you're in the area, please come by it. And today also, we are opening a contest to win a free flight from Canadian North. If you sign up today or the next month, then you can fly anywhere with Canadian North.
But
it's okay.
I signed up 2 days ago.
That's okay. You're still in the draw.
I still want the flight.
If you jump the gun, you're still in the draw.
You're still in the draw. So if you have signed up already, or if you are going to sign up anytime in the next month, right? Then you are going to be in the draw for free flight from Canadian North, which is very cool. All right, thank you, you guys. Lovely to have you in as ever. And, of course, not only do we talk about Carrot Rewards each day, but we play Who Wants to Be Slightly Healthier Than They Are Now, which involves asking health and wellness-ish questions to 5 different charities over 5 days. Someone, courtesy of the GNWT and Cabin Radio, is going to win $2,000 for their charity. So far, the top score is Katie from the NWT Literacy Council, who got to 3 out of 10.
That's right.
So there is room, is what we're saying. There is room at the top of that cap for someone to steal away the $2,000 for their charity. Will that someone be Corey from the Foster Family Coalition of the NWT? Corey, good morning.
Good morning.
You watched this yesterday. What did you think?
I was very intrigued by the questions, and I was looking forward to winning.
Okay.
Oh, very confident coming out.
Looking forward. Well, we had confidence yesterday as well. Katie came in, said I watched it the day before, feeling pretty confident. 3 out of 10. It was an improvement. It still leaves plenty of room at the top. So, Corey, first of all, before we get into this, we want to check in with the Foster Family Coalition, the NWT. What do you guys have going on?
So right now we are working on getting our summer camp going. So it's called Camp Connections, and there's 5 one-week-long sessions. So it's for children who have experience with social services and from all over the Northwest Territories. We also are going to be having a table at today's launch for the Healthy Living, the new guide. So if you guys are going, come and stop by and say hello.
Okay, that is the launch of the new Canada's Food Guide, which you'll hear more about that on Cabin Radio's Lunchtime News after 12. Are you ready, Corey?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's play.
It's time to play Who Wants to Be Slightly Healthier Than They Are Now?
Corey from the Foster Family Coalition of the NWT is today's player on Who Wants to Be Slightly Healthier Than They Are Now. Here we go with question 1. Corey, which of the following is considered a healthy coping technique for stress? Is it A, meditation, B, beer, C, YouTube, or D, the Toronto Maple Leafs?
A, meditation.
Final answer?
Yes, final answer.
Final answer, correct. Okay, good. Nice little ripple of applause in the background there. Jesse, I appreciate that. Level 2. Which of these is not a common term for cannabis? Is it A, weed, B, green, C, Wesley, or D, ganja?
All of those are used. It's confusing.
I'm not really actually sure, but I'm gonna say C.
Wesley?
Yeah.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Great. Well done.
Give me some of that Wesley.
It would have been really embarrassing for me having made that question up if it turned out that Wesley was a really common term for
You
cannabis.
really don't know a lot about
No, I
cannabis.
don't. Okay. Level 3. Which of these is not a fancy term for sugar? A, glucose, B, corn syrup, C, fructose, or D, cellulose?
Can you repeat the question?
I certainly can.
Yes.
Which of these is not a fancy term for sugar? Is it A, glucose, B, corn syrup, C, fructose, or D, cellulose?
I don't actually know, so I think I'm gonna use my lifeline.
Okay,
Oh,
you use your
call.
lifeline right now. The lifeline that Corey is using is called Facebook Message a Friend and hope that they reply within 30 seconds. Your 30 seconds, Corey, starts now.
Now.
Imagine like a ticking clock or something. There's that sound effect from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. No, that's the wrong game show.
That's the wrong game show.
This is the wrong game show. It's 20 seconds.
Okay, I got it.
I'm out of control.
It's,
Hold
it's
on.
D, cellulose.
D, cellulose.
Yes.
Okay, final answer?
Yes.
It's the correct answer.
Whoa!
Well done. Which Facebook friend?
My friend Rosalie Abbey.
Shout out to Rosalie, who replied
done.
astonishingly quickly.
I thought she was going to say my friend Google.
Yeah, well, that's a point. We should have an independent adjudicator around the back of that phone, shouldn't we?
I was not looking. She could have
Okay.
just Googled it.
Level 4.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
This is only the second time we've reached level 4.
It's exciting.
Alcohol has a negative and damaging effect on the structure and function of the nervous system. A substance with that effect is said to be which of these? A, psychoactive, B, neurotoxic, C, alcohol heavy, D, stimulant. I'll read that question again.
Okay.
Alcohol has a negative and damaging effect on the structure and function of the nervous system. A substance with that effect is said to be which of these? A, psychoactive, B, neurotoxic, C, alcohol heavy, or D, a stimulant?
I'd say B.
Neurotoxic?
Yeah.
Final answer?
Final answer.
It's the correct answer.
Yeah!
You're in the
Wow.
Yes!
Corey Garvey from the
Yes.
Foster Family Coalition of the NWT takes the lead with 4 out of 10. For the first time, we get to level 5.
And with that, 2 charities are defeated.
The part of the tooth between the crown and the root is given what name? Is it the trunk, the shell, the neck, or the nape?
Can you say that again?
The part of the tooth between the crown and the root is given what name? Is it the trunk, the shell, the neck, or the nape?
I don't know, but I'm gonna go with A, the trunk.
Final answer, A, the trunk?
Yeah.
It's the wrong answer.
Oh.
It's the neck.
Oh,
There you go.
Damn.
Corey Garvey from the Foster Family Coalition of the NWT. You got 4 out of 10. You're in the lead.
Very nice. Well played.
We have 2 contenders remaining. We have got YWCA tomorrow and the SPCA on Friday, but as it stands, the Foster Family Coalition of the Northwest Territories is taking away $2,000 courtesy of the GNWT and Cabin Radio. Go and check out Cabin Rewards. If only. That'll come one day.
That will come.
What on earth would the rewards be? We'll discuss later. Go check out Carrot Rewards. Get yourself just that little bit healthier. Corey, thanks for coming in and playing.
thank you.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Joined by a very special guest who has the coolest job title I've ever heard. Well, let me preface this by saying the YK Shooting Club is having a fun shoot this weekend out at the range between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Saturday, June 1st. $5 for non-members. There's going to be barbecue. There's prizes. You can find out more at yellowknifeshootingclub.ca. You can learn to shoot a pistol, shotgun, a .22 rifle, and archery, which brings us to our very special guest, Erin Nelson, who is the Director of Archery for the Yellowknife Shooting Club, and that is badass. What's going on, Erin? Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in. So big event. Obviously, you're trying to get some new members in, but just kind of get people out to encourage them to kind of enjoy this as a sport. Really, I mean, that's kind of the point here, isn't it?
Yes, you can. There's lots of different shooting sports out there. As you mentioned, archery, mine.
Yeah.
Trap shooting, which you shoot the clay pigeons.
Yes.
And so it's not necessarily about hunting.
No.
It's about a lot of just shooting targets.
Yes.
For most people. Not to say that we don't have members who shoot, and actually having a shooting club is very helpful for the community, so they have a safe place to shoot, or sight in their rifles for hunting season.
Yes.
Right.
But for those people who don't hunt, it's just a sport to challenge yourself to get more accurate, and it's a competition against yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah. And there's a lot of discipline to it as well, right? Because there's so many rules and regulations to operating a firearm, especially safely. So there's a lot of discipline to like what you have to do. There's a lot of ritual, not ritual is probably the wrong word, but I'll say ritual.
Routine.
To kind of routine, exactly. To shooting, putting down the gun, handling the gun, loading the gun, all these things. So there's a lot of skill involved there, and like I said, a lot of discipline, but also, like challenging yourself to get better, because shooting is incredibly hard to do. And you've never been shooting before.
I've not, no. That's my big confession of this morning.
Never even gone to the Wild West Shooting Club in West Edmonton Mall?
Never shot a real gun in my life.
But a fake gun, you're all over.
Oh, fake guns I've shot like a million.
Oh, right, good. Yes. Nothing like that at
Video
all.
games these days, Yeah,
they're very real.
There's just no shortage of guns.
When that controller vibrates, it's like the real deal. It's really not. It's really not. So this is a great way for people to come out and just kind of, even if you've kind of got a little bit of hesitation to be around firearms, this is a great way to kind of get there, learn how comfortable you can become with these things, and how it's not scary.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I think guns can be intimidating because you're not used to them.
Yes.
And I found guns intimidating when I first was introduced to the sports. I actually never shot a pistol other than the fun shoot like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Even though I was, involved in the club, I was doing archery, I was doing trap. I never shot a pistol. So that was like my kind of like hump to get over. Like I should try this just because I haven't done it.
What was the hesitation? Did you just hadn't thought about it because archery was kind of your thing, or was it kind of a nervousness or intimidation?
Yeah, it is nervous because they're all very different, and when it's you're afraid of the thing you don't understand,
right?
And
Absolutely.
I didn't understand really how pistols work. I mean, even when I was taking my PAL, it was a little intimidating because you have all these different styles of even like long guns, like the non-restricted guns. There's different styles, and you had to like learn all these different kinds,
right?
And until it's kind of like a car. There's tons of different cars out there, and if you get a rental car, you have to sit there and kind of figure it out first. And, yeah. So it's the variety and the unknown. That's
of course.
Don't get this guy started on cars, or we'll just go way
easy
off track here.
Easy.
Let's stick to guns.
All our cars are remarkably easy to use. But I mean, one of the obviously the big thrust for the YK Shooting Club and for any gun club is to operate these things as safely as possible. So going through that training, going through every little bit of every gun, and knowing every little thing about each thing that you're shooting, so you can be as safe as possible.
Yes, and once you get your own firearm, then you really do learn about it, and you start feeling more comfortable about other similar types of guns. And, So we do, and we always for any sort of sanctioned event, because we have weekly events like Tuesdays is archery night and Wednesdays is trap night. We have range officers there to guide and like assist you.
Okay,
very good.
Yeah,
but you are the director of archery.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. You have brought in a serious looking bow with you. It honestly looks like a batarang. It looks like something Batman would use.
It does, yeah.
Which is very cool.
It's kind of futuristic.
It's got a laser sight on it.
It does.
Which is incredible.
So this is so what I have here that nobody can see.
That's fine.
Is a practice bow. So it doesn't have a real string on it. It has like a rubber band on it, so that you can dry fire it, which you can't do in a real bow.
That's right.
So you can and you can crank up the tension, so you can get stronger while maintaining good form. And because you can't fire real arrows, it has a laser sight, so you can have something that you're actually aiming at.
There you go.
And I don't know if anybody wants to take a pull at it.
Does it?
I will take a pull.
How do you get like a sense of whether you've done it properly, or is it just kind of to get used to?
Yeah, so you hold the handle and just pull back the rubber band.
Yeah.
That piece there, that's so when it hit, it has something to hit when you release it. So you don't have to do anything with that. But
okay. Now, if you were to... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Very nice. Ow, that was my butt.
Bullseye. Wow. First shot.
Very good, Lekter. Very good.
The absence of video is a beautiful thing sometimes.
Now, could you put a laser sight on a real one? Would that do anything?
Yeah, you could put a laser sight on a bow. Most people put ring. Like there are ways of putting
like a
sighting device.
Yeah.
Is really popular for compound bows, recurve bows.
Mm-hmm.
You can put sights on them, like for Olympic shooting. A lot of us at the club don't have sights. We use like a traditional recurve.
You guys are OG, for sure. Yeah, no sights, just going by instinct.
We just, exactly. We just fling arrows into the, targets into the sand.
But before we came on, Lekter, you were talking about finding a bow out at Camp Connections and just firing it willy-nilly into the air.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
You can't do that?
No.
There's no crowd.
It's unsafe.
I'm not firing into a crowd.
You could hit a squirrel.
Well, the squirrels are bugging my dogs anyway.
Oh, right. I think the dogs are bugging the squirrels.
It's mutual. They go back and forth.
So, Erin, tell us a little bit more about the fun shoot. Now, you said you hadn't fired a gun up until 2 years ago at the fun shoot. So this is a great time for people who haven't shot before to come out, check it out, maybe get over that intimidation factor, and maybe fire a couple of guns.
Yeah, exactly. And, or try something you haven't done. I think I mentioned on there like 22 silhouettes. So maybe people don't know what silhouette shooting is. So it's with a small bore rifle. So it's very light. It's there's not a lot of kickback to it, like kind of like an air gun, which we also do in the winter.
There you go.
And you line up these like metal silhouettes of animals on a railing, and you knock them down with the bullets. So they think the closest one is like I think they're hens.
Okay.
And then you have like pigs and rams and turkeys. And it's like you either hit it or you don't. It has to fall off the railing.
Yeah.
So it's not like hitting a bullseye where it matters how close you are. You just got to knock it off.
Right.
And it's at a reasonable distance. Like the closest one I think is 40 yards or meters. And so that's the goal, is to just knock these. So that's called silhouette because they're silhouette animals.
Of course.
Just a thought. These are very innocent sounding animals.
Oh, right.
that we're shooting. What about putting like a dragon or something evil in there?
Evil. Not all dragons, Scott.
Well, that's true.
So in 3D archery, you do get some more different kinds of animals.
Scary animals.
That's a bunny.
This is a bunny.
An evil bunny. This is the bunny from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I brought in our smallest 3D archery targets, which is a bunny. But we do have like deer, and you can get some really fancy like T-Rexes.
Oh, there we go.
Gigantic snakes. I've been on 3D archery courses where they have all like these cool wacky animals on there.
Maybe a Komodo dragon.
Yeah.
I don't know why dragons are listed.
An evil badger.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
They're mean.
There you go. Yeah, they are mean. You pee all over your food.
Yeah. So you can see some crazy targets out there, but not so much up here. The archery club does not have any those targets.
Well,
okay.
But what you can get if you're doing target shooting, like paper target shooting, you can get like zombies. And
really?
Like yeah. You can get all kinds of stuff. It's pretty cool. So this is going to be a great event. 4 hours, 10 to 2 on Saturday morning through the afternoon. $5 for non-members. So it's obviously very affordable. There's going to be BBQ. There's going to be prizes. So prizes for like best shooting.
So that's we'll have like cards that you can fill out, like that you can take to each station. You can record the 5 shots you take, and you turn in your card.
Okay.
And we'll draw prizes for like people who have participated.
Very cool.
Okay.
Very cool.
And
are there age groups, or if I go up against a 5-year-old and just demolish them, I'll probably get something out of that? Okay, good.
Your own sense of satisfaction.
Absolutely. If I can beat a 5-year-old at something, I am very happy. Okay. Also, you're going to do you have the clay targets there as well.
Yes.
The skeet shooting. Is that what skeet shooting is?
So there's skeet shooting and trap shooting. And they're just different styles of basically the same thing as shooting clay pigeons out of the air.
Okay.
And so I picked these off the ground. They've already been shot. They have cracks in them. This one is quite new and fresh. It's got this orange paint, and this is what happens after they sit out in the sun. And so for trap, it's done with a shotgun, which shoots a bunch of pellets So you're just like lobbing like 100 of little BBs balls at a clay pigeon, and you hope a couple of them hit the target in the air and it will break.
I feel like lobbing is a soft word for that.
It also seems like cheating. I don't feel like the pigeon really has a chance.
That's right. Just throw 100 things at it. You'll hit it. So this sounds like a great time. You can come out, learn to shoot a pistol, a shotgun, 22 rifle, or learn from the Director of Archery, the Lord of Archery, Erin Nelson.
Take it up a notch.
There we go. That's right. Archery Lord. I like that.
Very nice.
This sounds like a lot of fun. Erin, thanks so much for coming in and teaching us a little bit about guns and letting us know that you can come out. $5 for non-members, and you could learn to shoot some of these things and maybe get over some of that hesitation that you might be having, because shooting can be a ton of fun if you do it safely, obviously. Thanks so much, Erin.
Thank you.
All right. Go to Yellowknife Shooting Club.ca for more info on the fun shoot this Saturday, 10 to 2 at the Yellowknife Shooting Club out by the airport. Check it out.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.